Hey everyone, this is Rachel, and welcome to the first of what will be another 4 video set today, Wednesday, October 29th, 2014. Um, 4 more races, the dirt mile, the sprint, the Philly Mare sprint, and the turf sprint, but that's not going to be the order, except for the first one, which will be the dirt mile. This will be on Friday. There is a field of 9 going. There were a field of 10, but one scratched yesterday. It's at 1 mile on dirt, and the defending champ is back for what will be his final race. So let's go ahead and take a look at this year's dirt mile field. Number 1 is the defending champ, Golden Sense. Rafael Bejarano will ride for Leandro Mara, who is filling in for his boss, Doug O'Neill, who has been banned from this year's Breeders' Cup due to a suspension that is going to be happening afterwards. Second in the Santa Anita Sprint Championship, and he won the Pat O'Brien. He's actually had a very good year. It hasn't been only one win, but he was second in the Met Mile, second in the Bing Crosby, and second in the Santa Anita Sprint Championship. And for him, it's a big deal to do well in those races because there aren't like that many races that are like that mile 16th distance that fit his style or schedule, to be more exact. This is going to be his final race. He is going to be retired to Kentucky. And so we'll see if he can finish his career with another win in the dirt mile. Number 2 is Carve. He's my first Samurai. Mike Smith will ride for Brad Cox. 5th in the Homecoming and 2nd in the ACAC. He's actually used to be owned by Bodie Miller, who of course is gold medal winning skier in the Olympics. And so there's that, but he no longer owns Carve. I really don't know what to think about him. Yeah. I think he's probably going to be one of 2 horses in here who I don't think have like a fantastic shot, but possibly an okay shot in here. Number 3 is Vickers in Trouble. John Velasquez will ride for Mike Maker. He is by Into Mischief as well as Golden Sense. Second in Indiana Derby and won the Super Derby. Probably should not have gone to the Kentucky Derby after his Louisiana Derby win. But, Derby fever. He had won basically everything in Louisiana that he could at the time. Why not take the shot? He's done better against softer company. But I just don't think he is the type of horse who can win here. There is another 3-year-old in here that I think has a better shot, but I don't think either of them will win the dirt mile this year. Maybe next year when it goes to Keeneland. But I think this year's there's just too many good older horses in order to win this race. Number 4 is Pants on Fire. Paco Lopez will ride for Kelly Breen. He is by Jumpstart. Won the Wild and Wonderful, and then was second in the left bank. Actually, like Vickers in Trouble, he is a former Louisiana Derby winner. He's had basically an up and down career. He did win recently, which is good. Like Carve, I'm not 100% sure. He has the right moves to win this race this year. But we'll just have to see how well he does here. Handsome Nike has been scratched, so that goes to number 6. Golden Ticket, Joel Rosario will ride for Kenny McPeak. He's by Spitestown. 6 in the Kelso, and he won the left bank. Even though he was 6 last time out, he usually shows up at big races. He showed up in the Travelers, and he showed up last year when he was second in the Dirt Mile. I think he'll show up again. I believe this is also going to be his last race. So we'll have to we'll see how well he really does in this spot. I think he'll show up. But we'll have to see exactly how well he really does. Number 7 is Bronzo. Luis Torres will ride for Jorge Adena. Andena, I believe is how to pronounce his last name. He's by Fusaichi Pegasus. This will be his U.S. debut. He won the Copa de Oro Venice de Chile, which is the winning you're in Chile for this division. I'm actually a little bit surprised he is entered. South American horses tend to be a little bit on the dangerous side. Passiana, Caliscopio, from a couple years ago when he won the marathon, and then he won the Brooklyn Handicap the year afterwards. Of course, Bayakoa, couldn't think of her name for a minute. They all came from South America, but I believe they all came from Argentina. Oh, and of course, Invasor. But Invasor is an exception to the rule because even though he was bred in Argentina, he actually came from Uruguay. So this is, I believe, the first really Chilean horse in a while to come to the Breeders' Cup, if at all. Oh, and of course, Candy Ride, also from Argentina. So he's an unknown factor because South America tends to put out some really good horses when they come to North America. Not always, but we'll have to see if he falls into that category. Number 8 is Fedbest. Martin Garcia will ride for Bob Baffert. He is by Giants Causeway. Second in Awesome Again and Pat O'Brien. He gave, speaking of Candy Ride, he gave Candy Ride's undefeated son, Shared Belief, everything he wanted in that Awesome Again. Of course, he's been thorn in the side of the Golden since the past 2 years. Great horse. Not 100% sure. He will win here. I think he will be definitely in the top 3, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure he will win this race this year. Hopefully he comes back next year. I'm not sure what the plan is for him. But I think if he comes back next year, he could be a very serious contender on the sprint / dirt mile trail. Number 9 is Tapper. Rosie Napravnik will ride for Steve Asmussen. He is by Tappet, and this is the other 3-year-old that is in this race. Second in the PA Derby and won the West Virginia Derby. He is, I believe, the better of the 2 3-year-olds in this year's race. Actually, he definitely is, because he was second to Bayern in the PA Derby. And Bayern and Candy Boy, who he beat in the West Virginia Derby, are going in the Classic. He's actually a little bit of a surprise entry to me. I thought he was going to go in the Classic, but going here instead, which was probably the smarter idea. He did not really care for a mile and a quarter. Steve Asmussen has won the dirt mile before with a Tappet. So I think he can win this race. Will he? I'm not 100% sure because, as I said, I feel like the older horses are better this year than the 2 3-year-olds. So we'll have to see how well he exactly does. Last but not least is number 10, Big Bang Theory. Joe Talma will ride for Carla Gaines. He's by Artie Schiller, won the City of Hope, and second in the Brubaker. I believe both of those races were on turf, though. So very interesting that he's going here. Of course, his dad won the mile over Leo Monroe, who of course is best known as the sire of Animal Kingdom. Actually, he is another South American bred. He's from Brazil. But I just feel like, not sure, really sure. But for what it's worth, Artie's sire, El Prado, is actually more known for his dirt horses. I mean, yeah, he has Kitten's Joy for turf, but Medaglia d'Oro, Borrego were both dirt horses. So there's that. But again, that is your field for the dirt mile. Once again, number 1, Golden Sense. Number 2, Carve. Number 3, Vickers of Trouble. Number 4, Pants on Fire. Number 5, Handsome Mike Has Been Scratched. Number 6, Golden Ticket. Number 7, Bronzo. Number 8, FedBiz. Number 9, Tapper. Number 10, Big Bang Theory. So up next will be the picks. So for my picks for the dirt mile, I'm going with the same 1-2 I had last year, with Golden Sense to win, and then Golden Ticket to finish second. They went 1-2 last year, and so I'm going with same order this year. And of course, as I said, I feel like Golden Sense is the best horse in this race. And Golden Ticket shows up when it's big races. So I feel like that combo is going to be a solid 1-2 finish. And for third, I have FedBiz. I was debating between whether to put him or Tapper there, and I ended up putting him there because I feel like that run against Shared Belief will help him more than hurt him. So, again, for win, I have Golden Sense, place Golden Ticket, and for show, I have FedBiz, and my dark horse is Tapper. Just the fact, I think he's the best of the rest. Not sure really to think of Bronzo. I think Vickers in Trouble is a nice horse, but not fantastic. Big Bang Theory, I think, is better on turf. Carve, really not sure what to think of him. Same thing with Pants on Fire. So that's why I put Temperature. He basically got there by default. I wouldn't really be surprised if he were to win this race. But I just feel like that it might be a year too early for him to win the Dirt Mile. I think he's a better candidate to win the Dirt Mile next year at 4 than he is this year at 3. So that's it for the Dirt Mile. The next video will be up in a little bit. So until then, bye.